Capricorn, there is very clear guidance coming through for you right away. And that is to take a step back from something, to mentally detach, emotionally detach, energetically detach as much as you can, even if it's just for a couple minutes or hours. There's something you need to see, something you need to witness. And having that distance from whatever this is will really benefit you. The card that came out for the bones of your reading is Witness. And it says on this card, stillness, insight, and detachment. And with all these eyes here, it feels like there are multiple ways that you could see and perceive a particular situation, occurrence that's going on in your life, some kind of event, some happening. And it also feels like Spirit wants to show you different angles, maybe angles you haven't considered, truths you haven't seen yet. Now, this is reminding me of frames on a wall. So this could be something to do with home or family. Or feeling like there are many eyes watching you, perhaps. You feel like you're being watched or you're being observed in some kind of way. So we're going to get further in and see what this message is all about, but it's not all the time that Spirit comes through with immediate guidance on what to do in your circumstance. We don't even know what your circumstance is quite yet, but we're going to find out. When this kind of guidance comes through to take a step back and witness, it usually means that whatever it is that's happening around you or within you is a little bit knotted up, jumbled, highly emotional, or has serious implications for you in your life. And the best course of action is to detangle those threads of energy by saying, whoa, give me a second. Let me put the whole thing right there in front of me, stand back and look at this with fresh eyes, as if this is not my situation, as if this is happening outside of myself. And this really gives you kind of an objective perspective on the right course of action, okay? Or it allows you to see things that you haven't seen before. You know, sometimes we're so emotionally invested or even intellectually invested in something that we really can't see things that we need to see to help us. You know, our own emotions kind of narrow in our perspective when we focus on one particular moment, word, thought, consequence, you know. So there's a bigger picture here I feel Spirit's guiding you to see. So I'm just going to clarify what this is all about with this massive tarot deck that I got today. I can't remember the name, but I'll put all the names of the cards in the description box below. And if I don't do that, if I forget, someone yell at me in the comments and I'll do it. But they're huge. So I'm just going to get one card from this deck to clarify what this is all about. Witness for Capricorn, Spirit. What are we talking about? Let's see. Ooh, 8 of Swords. Yeah, see? Something's all tangled up, all jumbled up. As soon as I cleared my throat, I heard, let me clear my throat. You know that song? There could be something from the past coming up. So like because that song is, you know, older. So there's some kind of energy you could draw on from the past when you were younger to help facilitate you in this endeavor of seeing what you need to see. But the 8 of Swords is like you're walking in circles in your own mind trying to figure something out, or maybe somebody else is. You know, if this isn't you, this could be someone else, someone observing you and not being able to figure out your angle or what you're doing next. Okay, so take this message however it resonates for you. Spirit's also asking you, if you want to go a layer deeper into this message in a spiritual sense, to witness your own thought process, your own anxieties, your own detachments when maybe you need to be more engaged, or your own engagements when you need to be more detached. It feels like there's something that could possibly be made easier, simpler, or clearer if you were able to see how you might be getting in your own way, or how a certain thought that you keep going back to is not serving you. For some of you, you just don't want to deal with something, okay? A little bit of avoidance here, and that could be the problem. Not all of you, but for some of you, okay? And Spirit's asking you to take a closer look at that. Maybe I'll get one more, actually, just to make it look nice on the table here. Let's see, Spirit. Ooh, we have 9 of Pentacles. This is really positive. This is about sovereignty, independence, self-sufficiency, growth in your resources. 8 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. You could be nervous about going at something alone or being alone, or maybe there's a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, but I'm also feeling like some of you feel personally attacked at some level. Okay, and maybe you feel like other people don't really understand or get it. But with the Witness card and the 9 of Pentacles, which is a kind of a solo energy, it's really important that you see this situation through your eyes only. Your many eyes, though, you know, your third eye, your 2 eyes, your sensory eyes, all the energy you have to work with. But someone else's eyes or someone else's perspective might not be the right one, or may not align with your karma and dharma in this particular situation you're dealing with, like advice from a friend or a colleague, or maybe a professional. You know, there might be something that is not in alignment here with your own vision, because it feels like relying on yourself right now and your ability to stand back and really see something for what it is the best thing for you to do. Some of this confusion or concern could be a result of too many cooks in the kitchen, or listening to other people's opinions or advice that are seemingly going against your own intuition. Okay, so let's go in further, Capricorn, and see what we get here for you. Let's see. Insight, detachment, stillness. Don't panic, okay? If you're not all of you are, but with the 8 of Swords, I have to say it, you know. If you're feeling panic, or it happens to rise up within you, some kind of anxiety, don't totally disassociate and avoid it, but also try to sit with it for a moment. Not so that it overtakes you, but so that it no longer has, how do I say this? Okay, this is very particular just for a few of you. Some of you are getting anxiety about something, it washes over you, or you feel overwhelmed. It's too much to deal with, okay? And the reason why you just cut it off, don't think about it, and then it comes back later anyways because you never dealt with it, is because there's a fear here that if you sit with the anxiety, if you sit with the whole confusion of the situation, that somehow it's going to overtake you. But that's not the case. You are in control of this energy, of your own thoughts, of your own mind, of all the information I'm hearing. You're in control of all the information. I don't know. So just be still when that happens if you can. Like, breathe through it if it's something physical that's going on. But if it's more mental, maybe jot down some thoughts that are racing through your mind. Don't put it in a corner and avoid something. You really need to witness and see, okay? Some of you may have someone witness something that's going on with you, and that could be very important for you in some sense, okay? Let's see. But I feel like these many eyes are your eyes here. Rage. Whew. Okay. This is the energy that's growing inside of you. I'm going to use this new spread I made for Scorpio. So Scorpio energy could be important to you. I feel like there's a lot of crossover between Capricorn and Scorpio energy. It's kind of subtle though. It doesn't announce itself, I'm hearing, but there's something about your two energies that really play off each other well, okay? I don't know. That could be important for someone. Rage coming through as what's waking up within you, a spark igniting. Well, this is why you need to take a step back, because of the anger over the situation, the anger over the confusion. Tell me more about this rage, Spirit. Leap. Well, you may just want to pop off. You know, and when Capricorn energy gets to this place, it's not good. And it is kind of like a shutdown energy, because you withstand a lot, like all earth signs really do. But you have your breaking point, of course. And you have a deadly silence to you, I'm hearing. and people are not sure what you're going to do next. This is for sure for someone, like somebody doesn't know what you're going to do next. Okay, so what's waking up within you is this sense of like, I need to say something. I'm infuriated, or like, this is not right. Something's wrong here. Someone could be provoking you. Or again, if this isn't you, this could be somebody else's anger that's starting to boil up and bubble up. And this is something you're witnessing and having to not react to. Okay. So let's see what's turned to ash in your life and run its course. What's on its way out? This is what's kind of coming in, the energy. And let's see what's going out. Home. And let's get one more. You've outgrown something, Capricorn. And heal. You've outgrown something. Look at this picture. This home is too small. So it could literally be a move, although it could also be more metaphorical, like you've outgrown some structure, some thought form, some behavioral pattern, something that felt like home to you. Maybe it's a relationship. I'm not sure for everyone, but this is like, I'm growing too big, I'm expanding, and this home is just like keeping me in. There's some healing here that's coming through. This could be healing not just for you, but for someone else that you're connected to. This whole situation that's going on here, the result and the outcome most definitely will be healing for you, I'm getting. But I also feel like your attempt to fix something in a place that you don't belong, or to kind of put on your blinders and just go with it, roll with it, that has run its course. It's come to its end, an end. It's like you've said, okay, well, the roof is blowing off this house, whatever, I'll just heal it, I'll just fix it, I'll just create a new roof. It's kind of a drag, but I know how to do it. I'm going to be able to do it, so I'll just do it. And then, I'll deal with the other leaks and issues and foundation problems later. And Spirit's like, yeah, but it's not really the roof and the leaks and the foundation that's the problem. It's the size. It's that you're too big for it. You're too big for this. Something that you're trying to fix that keeps breaking, in a sense. Okay? And this could be anything for you. Some of you, again, very specific message. I'm just going to say what I'm getting, so just bypass these parts if they don't resonate. But some of you are working on some kind of addiction or something, and there's a certain technique or something you're doing that's not working anymore, or it's become difficult. There's something else that needs to come in because you've healed a certain level, you've grown to another step in your journey, in your process, that you need new tools, you need new things to help you along the way. The old tools aren't doing the trick anymore. Okay? So that's all you need. It's not a matter of weakness, it's just a matter of getting the right tools. Okay, so look for other supports or other ideas or other ways to conceptualize whatever it is you're going through. At the bottom, we have the card Freedom. And that's what I'm feeling here. Look, journey. You're on a journey to freedom. This compassion card is really beautiful too, with this compass. You are definitely guided. And I think that's another reason to step back and take, this kind of observer witness approach to your own situation, is because you'll be able to see where the compass is pointing, okay, rather than being in the compass itself. You're free from whatever's been cramping your style and keeping you boxed in. That's coming up for you. Okay, let's get into the tarot and see what else is going on here, Capricorn. I'm getting like the solution may seem really hard and difficult, or a way out of whatever's going on, but it doesn't have to be that way. And when you're in the thick of it, it could feel like, well, like, what do you mean? It doesn't have to be the hard. It is hard. Yeah. With the Nine of Pentacles, there's something you could you have at your fingertips. 10 of Cups. See? It's a perspective of the long run, the long-term happiness. Oh yeah, that's what I got for you. I almost forgot. This morning when I woke up, I knew I was going to read for you today. And I got, what are your 3 wishes, like for you? This was the message I woke up to, thinking about Capricorn energy. What, if you had 3 wishes, what would they be? And then I heard, careful what you wish for. Because, what we wish for can sometimes be great, but the journey to get there is often rough and rocky. And, I made a huge intention that I wanted to be more connected to source, spirit, magic, into intuition. This was like back in 2018. Honey, let me tell you the journey I went through to get here. And I got my wish, but the journey was not what I expected. Now, I am grateful for it, but we do have to be careful what we wish for and be prepared to go on quite a journey to get what we want. Sometimes things come easier, though. It depends on what it is and how much you need to level up. And clearly, I needed to level up. Okay, I need to do some work there. All right. So that's a question Spirit wants me to ask you clearly, or your higher self is asking you, is if you had 3 wishes, what would they be? Okay. Now remember, the genie is nothing to mess with. Okay. But this is just a question that maybe you want to contemplate in order to orient you towards what long-term happiness looks like for you. Once you establish that may be the very tool you need to see your way out of something sticky and difficult. The Chariot, yes, it sets you on your course. How beautiful are these cards? Sets you on your course, sets you on your way. Beautiful energy. Okay, let's get in Capricorn. Ooh, this is very interesting. I think it parallels what I was just saying, and that's the 9 of Pentacles again we got for you, and the 2 of Cups. This is again like an entanglement here, but also having your own perspective, your own viewpoint, your own way of doing something, even if this situation concerns someone else or somebody else wants to be heavily involved. You have to follow the beat of your own drum. You have to follow the needle of your compass. Okay? So your overall energy is 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. So that whatever we're talking about, it doesn't just involve you. It involves someone else or maybe more than one person, but this is some kind of important connection or partnership or contract. It doesn't have to be a person that the 2 of Cups is representing. It could be like a workplace or a career path or a certain project. So the 9 of Pentacles again for your overall energy. 2 of Cups. I also really like this here together because this is a healthy take on love. Okay, so just hold on a second. If you're not thinking about love, this is still you. Okay, this is somebody who's says, I want love in my life, but I don't need it. I don't need it to feel whole. I don't need it to be excited about what's going on in my life. I can go at things alone, but I want it. Maybe that's one of your wishes. I want that connection, but I don't need it. This is a very healthy feeling here around love and relationships that I'm getting. Maintaining your own uniqueness and independence in a relationship. Now, maybe this is what's going on for you. You're able to do that. Perhaps somebody else isn't. And it's starting to anger you, upset you. Maybe there's someone who's clingy or projecting or mirroring or doing all kinds of weird stuff that doesn't align with your approach to partnership and companionship. You need your own space for you to do your own thing that you enjoy doing. Okay? So let's keep going and see how else this message goes. Let's see what is calling you. What energy is calling you? The Hanged One. The Hanged One is taking a step back. This is the card of witness. So we have doubling kind of messages here. I'm hearing something's left an imprint on you. The Hanged One, seeing things from a new perspective, taking a step back, going with your perspective, your guidance, your wisdom, your knowledge that you've learned through a series of arduous and difficult challenges. Maybe that you've been through in the last 9 months, 9 years even. For some of you, it's been 2 years. Okay, let's see a little bit more. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, again, it's okay, Capricorn, this is so clear. Three of Pentacles is working with other people. And sometimes we do need other people, especially when we're in like this kind of tug of war situations. Other hands can be very helpful to help us get a grip on what's going on, and also to maybe get things to go our way, to get things to come to our side. But with the Hanged One, like, it's as if you're telling people around you, no, we need to do it this way. And they're saying, no, I want to do it that way. So clarify, Spirit. What is this calling? The Empress. Well, what happens as a result of this situation will happen to you and no one else. So in other words, I just have to say it how it's coming in, and then I'll reframe it so it makes more sense. Yeah, there's something here about maybe you don't know what you're going to say before you actually say it. Okay. You could stand, this is the observer again, stand back and say, what did I just say? What am I saying? What am I thinking? What is Spirit telling me? Okay, but what I was saying here is that the actions you take are your karma. This is your situation. This is your scenario, even if it involves other people. So while those helping hands might be helping you, the consequences, the results, the effect of whatever's going on comes back on you. So you better make sure that you're the one guiding the creation of how everything unfolds. What do you want to happen as a result of whatever you've gone through or you're going through? What do you want? Be clear. And those three wishes you have, do they contradict one another, or are they all in alignment with one another? That's also important to consider. There's something here you're creating, for sure. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I'm not missing something here. There's something about having a bigger job position, bigger family, bigger presence. There's something about being more established that's coming through. This could be something that's important to you. Okay. Let's see. Why is this energy of the Hanged One, Three of Pentacles, and the Empress calling to you? I feel like somebody after you take a step back and you see some kind of truth. Actually, I need to know what that is. It's like other people believe you or they agree with you. Ten of Swords. The truth. Okay, tell me what the truth is here. There's been a betrayal here with the Ten of Swords, and that card came out as I was asking, why is the Hangman calling to you? And the Three of Pentacles and the Empress. Because there's been some kind of betrayal, some kind of difficult ending that you're breaking free from. So let's see, what is the truth that needs to be seen? Two of Wands, Nine of Swords. Well, you're at a crossroads. You have a decision to make. And whatever you decide will have karmic effects and consequences. And that's a heavy weight to bear. It's like you're at a life-changing decision point. Okay? You really are. But it can be an exciting one, Page of Cups, if you approach it that way. But I feel like this involves maybe some security. This involves other people. There's a lot of stress and anxiety related to this. Now, it could also be the case that you're witnessing somebody else fall into anxiety as you make an important decision for yourself in life. Okay, somebody else is overcome with fear about what you're doing. So the truth is that you're at a very important crossroads, 7 of Wands, and that you're standing up for yourself. You're not going to back down or give in or do things in other way that other people want you to do. Knight of Wands. There's this ambition inside of you to grow. So stop fixing what's already broken here. And again, it's not the fact that like it can't be fixed. It can be fixed, but it's just too small for you. So I guess the real thing to say is stop trying to squish yourself into some kind of container, energetic, emotional, relational, like whatever it is, that is just too small for your energy. Can't be contained. Okay? And have you been trying to contain yourself maybe? You could have been. Well, with this rage, yeah, you are trying to contain something here. 9 of Swords again. 4 of Cups. Yeah, this is pushing it away. I'm like, I don't want to think about it. Ace of Pentacles. But there's an opportunity here for you. Once something is... What's the right word? The High Priestess. Once some hidden knowledge that you hold within you is listened to. Once you listen to your intuition about something here. I keep feeling like something might get revealed, but I'm not really getting any like certain confirmation about that. But it has to do with like, as you try to contain yourself, contain something, contain a situation, contain your emotions. It's like the High Priestess can't come through. Your intuition, it's like you're containing your intuition almost. And taking a step back and observing is not necessarily a way to stop yourself from exploding, okay? It's actually to see maybe that something can't be contained. Like, I have to let this out. I am angry for a good reason. You know, anger is a useful emotion. It tells us when there's been an injustice. It tells us when we've betrayed ourselves. Often we get angry at other people, at ourselves, because we know we're putting ourselves in a situation we shouldn't be in. We don't have to be in. Or anger can tell us that somebody else has really crossed us and we're not accepting it anymore. But you have to step back to look at that emotion to really understand what it's doing for you. What's its purpose, its spiritual purpose in this situation. Okay, so let's keep going here, Capricorn. Why? Tell me again why. We saw the 10 of Swords, but let's see again. Why is the Hangman here for Capricorn? Why is that calling the Lovers? Why is that calling to Capricorn? Look at that. So much intertwinement with some other energy here. Do you miss someone? Is that what's going on? 4 of Swords? Or you're healing from that? Chariot, what is it that you don't want to say? Let's see, the Lovers for why the Hangman. Well, this is the choice point, the important decision, yeah. It feels more than that. 4 of Wands, it's about growth. It's about celebration. The choice that you make on how you're going to handle something is going to determine the next chapter of your life. Ace of Pentacles, an opportunity that falls on your lap. There's something here for you to really celebrate. Okay, I want guidance. We got the witness spirit as the first level of guidance, but then once they witness and observe and step back and see all this stuff going on, what should they do? What is there something we could say to help them with the direction? Queen of Wands, 10 of Cups again. Page of Swords, what do you wish for? What do you want for the long-term happiness? Page of Swords, an epiphany. Gaining more information about your own happiness, about the long run. 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 5 months from now. Like, start looking ahead a little bit here. What needs to happen now with whatever's going on with you in order to get to where you want to go. And here, like, look at her. She's meditating, Queen of Wands, with her third eye, envisioning a new home. Look at this. She's heading towards somewhere else, maybe somewhere bigger, and going with someone else. Okay? I'm getting you're not alone, which I feel like you already know. But there is a balance here of combining with others and then maintaining your independence, all while managing this, okay? So let's see. If you step back from something and try to avoid it or shut it down and act like it's not happening, that's when I'm hearing the little devils come in and they say, oh, I can help you with this, or why don't you do it this way, Capricorn, or here's this, blah, 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 because your energy has taken a step out of the situation, and Spirit's saying, no, just take a step above, observe it, but don't leave the situation. You manage it. You create the outcome with your long-term happiness in mind. Maybe you need to talk to someone about something. Maybe you need to stay silent. Okay, maybe you need to take an action. Maybe you don't. Spirit's not guiding you one way or another here. They're asking you, what do you want to happen? I hope this is helpful, okay? What will come of all of this? We're going to get a card out. I'm going to pull some more cards too, I think. It's been kind of short. But I'm also going to do an extended reading. In the extended, we're going to go a layer deeper, see what else we get. It tends to get more specific because there's less of you there. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description box below. If not, don't worry. You're not missing nothing if you don't want to go over there. Okay, Spirit gave you everything you needed here. The Wise One, the Hierophant, what will come of this? Some order is restored. Some wisdom is shed. Some light is shed on a situation. Okay, this is a lot of relief, I feel, coming after whatever's going on. The Hierophant is like a higher power that steps in and provides structure and order from a divine source. Okay, things are put back in place here. There's also a level of commitment that's restored. Tell me more about this. Four of Swords, healing your mind. So whatever's causing you great anxiety right now with the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, the outcome is that this is only temporary. You are going to heal this. You are going to move past this. The solutions are right there, though. And this really is about gaining an understanding of yourself and what you want and what you do in these situations where you feel like maybe you've lost a little bit of your own power. Spirit wants you to take a look at, what is it that you do? Is it something that you've always done and maybe isn't working, or is there something new you could try? Death. Something new you could try. Something transformative. There's an end here in your reading. Something you've outgrown something. And that chapter, I'm hearing 18 years. Okay. that coincides, I think, with the eclipses. Yeah, the cycle of the eclipses, I think. So this could be related to eclipse energy. But there's an ending. For sure. But with every ending is a new beginning. And this is a beautiful new beginning. It's a total awakening and transformation. Okay, Spirit. I want to know a little bit more here before we sign off with Capricorn, unless they're coming to the extended. But what else needs to be said? I feel like something else needs to be said. I'm hearing, what do they need to watch out for? But first, before I got that, this card fell out. Gnosis, intuition, wisdom, and soul. That's what this whole thing is about, is your own gnosis, your own knowledge, your divine knowledge, the truth that lives within you about who you are, what you can do, and how powerful you've grown. Okay? And the wisdom that you have to let your intuition lead you and nobody else's. Okay? There's something you could really see that you're perhaps not seeing right now. Okay, now I even forget what I asked. Well, maybe you've already figured it out. Let's see, one more card, Spirit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Initiation, change, courage, and threshold. Maybe you already made one of those wishes. Could that be the case? That you wished for a change in your life. You wished for advancement. You wished for independence. You wished for growth. Could it be that whatever's going now is part of the journey to get there? Is it possible? Probably. Initiation, change, courage, and threshold. You can feel it in your bones when you're going through an initiation. It doesn't make it any easier or clearer about what's happening up ahead. But this feels like one of those times. It's a reckoning of your own independence coming back online, your own fortitude and power. And that's what's going on here, Capricorn. So witness your gnosis, your knowledge, as you are crossing this threshold into beautiful transformation, the wise one with death. You lead. It's time for you to lead your life, Capricorn. All right. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.